Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the June 11th of 2019 Our City Show, shot right here in the City Hall of Muscatine, Iowa. Hey, we have had quite a busy weekend. It was second Saturday, it was second Sunday, we had the summer concert series. We also had the Senior Resources annual picnic and fundraiser out on City Hall lawn. Tons of stuff going on. We had, let's see, what is he pulling up here? Are you pulling up the ribbon cutting first? We had a ribbon cutting out at the expansion at the soccer complex. That was really nice. That was on Wednesday evening. That was the one warm day of the week. And that had a really nice turnout. Very good. Kudos to all of the Parks and Rec staff for all the hard work they've done, and certainly everybody involved. It's going to be a really nice facility. The parking should be open now because it was going to open the very next day. So thank you for everybody who came out for that. Last night, I actually got to go to the Muscatine Garden Club. So they are celebrating their 90-year anniversary in the Federated Garden Club. They are a wonderful group of ladies, and they have done so much for our community. So we all went out to the shelter there where the zoo used to be last night. Great group of ladies. Thank you so much for all that they've done. I can't believe 90 years of membership in the Federated Garden Clubs. And they've done so much, especially here at the Sunrise Shelter with the zoo garden. I went there last fall and they dedicated a tree. Very, very nice. Thank you so much. Our first guest tonight is Jennifer DeFosse, and you all know that she runs the Muscatine Farmers Market with help from others, right?
I have a great
you do.
director that stands behind me and helps with everything. So.
That is great. Welcome, Jennifer. Thanks
Thank you for
coming.
having me. I just actually left the market. We had our Tuesday market today, the second one of the year.
I was going to say, I can't believe it's time to do farmers.
We'll get them. We'll definitely get everything.
So that was what I was going to ask. So early in the spring, we can usually count on leaf lettuce, radishes,
spring onions.
Spring onions.
Rhubarb has been really popular at the
sure.
market right now. We just have some peas. Peas are in this week. So, and plants. Everyone is getting their plants at the market because you can get all the heirloom varieties you can't get anywhere else.
Oh, yes.
We've been so busy. Oh, beautiful flowers. Betty from the library. She has the nicest green thumb ever, doesn't she?
Yes. I love the heirloom tomatoes.
Me too.
Oh my goodness.
We did a blind taste test 2 years ago at the market, and 100%, every last person preferred the taste of heirloom tomatoes.
Really?
It was a complete sweep.
Oh goodness.
You can't beat it. But I guess my farmer friends tell me that actually conventional tomatoes outsell the heirlooms because people look at it and they're like, oh, it's kind of purple and brown. I don't know.
Ugly looking and wrinkly.
Yeah. They aren't as pretty, but the flavor is...
The flavor is what we all remember in our mind a tomato tastes like.
And I'm so glad to have tomatoes back because all winter long, whenever I want a tomato and I go to the grocery store, they don't taste like anything.
They don't.
No.
They don't. Every once in a while, you'll happen onto one that tastes pretty good, and you'll go back to buy the same kind again, and it doesn't work.
We're so fortunate to be like in the agricultural belt that we're in.
We're spoiled.
Yeah.
And sweet corn. I mean, I always think, well, we talked about that at supper. We're like, oh, won't it be nice when sweet corn gets ready this year? But I think we're so fortunate, and spoiled people in other parts of the United States don't really know what true sweet corn can be.
I agree. That's my favorite supper in summer is sweet corn and watermelon. That's it.
And sliced tomatoes with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have that, yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes. And a stick of butter, with everyone. My husband tells the story that when he was a kid, because we all have to have our own salt shaker and our own butter knife.
Oh, yes.
Because we don't want to share with each other.
No.
And he said when he was a kid, their mom and dad had everybody take a piece of bread and butter the bread like you would, and then they just used that to rub their corn in the bread.
I don't know if that's enough butter for me.
I know. He doesn't do it anymore, so that could be the problem. That could very well be it. I know. Well, and all the baked goods that you have.
Oh, yeah. We have some world-class bakers at the market. Monica Duffy, of course, is a staple. If you haven't had her pecan rolls, I know her cinnamon rolls are the big seller, but her pecan rolls rock the world.
The sticky bun?
Yes.
Like, oh, yes.
Oh, they are so good. And we have crafters and insanely talented artists and woodworkers, soap makers, you name it.
And bread makers
And
yourself.
bread makers, yes.
Always.
Yep. It's been a good year. It's our 26th. And we have some special things planned, although I will say not as much as last year. Last year we really went all out for our 25th.
It was almost like a festival every
it was.
Saturday.
It was exhausting.
I bet it was.
So this year we're kind of just getting back to our farmers market roots. We do have live music almost every weekend, and this weekend, if you know Pat and Kevin Lent are alpaca farmers at the market, well, Kevin's in a bluegrass band, Theta Ugander, and they'll be playing down at the market, which is, they're incredible. They don't even have any music, like it's just like a live jam session. It always amazes me how they can all just be doing their own thing and sound so incredible, but they are.
Nice.
So that'll be going on, and then National Farmers Market Week will do a big deal. That's August 14th. I don't know what the big deal is yet, but
something.
Yes.
They'll be doing something.
It'll be good.
Well, I just think the farmers market on Saturday morning is the place to be.
I think so too.
I mean, if you can't walk up and down and not see people you know and visit with, and it's just such a good time to get out into the community and visit with each other and shop all the different things. And it takes you, it used to be, you could just get in,
No, you can't.
You're all the way down the row, and it gets bigger and bigger.
It does, and it is. It's a social hub. Everyone, there's no rush. It's not like a grocery store in any way at all. It's just a time to visit with your friends, get your morning coffee, and just slow down.
Everybody's nice. Nobody's crabby or in a hurry. And Yep. Everybody brings their little awnings because invariably it'll be a couple sprinkles of rain.
Yes.
And I suppose everybody has their own style. I like to walk all the way up and down around first once, and then go back around and buy what I want.
I recommend that strategy. Actually, you've got the right you've got the right technique there. That way, you get everything, and you can ration your cash because you don't know. Everything.
Maybe I want to buy this tomato or that tomato, or maybe this is the only tomatoes.
Yeah, but don't dilly-dally if that's your strategy
because they run out.
Yeah, you might. We had that problem, like rhubarb, like I mentioned. Rhubarb has been really a big seller lately, and on that. I should mention, if you want rhubarb, this is probably the last weekend to get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Usually everyone quits with the rhubarb right around the middle of June.
Okay.
If you pick any for more than that, you weaken it for next year.
Oh, so. Okay. Asparagus, is that over?
Oh, no. Asparagus we still have asparagus going on. We had that at the market today.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Green beans should be out soon.
They're not yet. It'll be a couple weeks on that, but I was just talking to my farmers about it today, and their beans are looking good.
Okay, good.
Oh, the peas are looking good. We all snack. We all kind of just pool our produce and eat at the market, and we were all eating snap peas today.
Oh, and the strawberries that you get from the farmer's market are like a million times sweeter than the ones you get.
They really
in
are.
The grocery
I always
store.
think that too.
I don't know why. They're smaller usually.
They are. Yes.
But they're more flavor.
I think it's because inevitably the produce at grocery stores, it has to be picked before it's ripe so that it doesn't rot by the time it gets to the store, whereas at the market it ripens in the sun and then it's picked. So you get it at its peak.
Sure.
You can't beat that.
No. And the cucumbers are nice. They don't have like all the wax on them.
Yeah.
So you can actually eat the outside.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really gross, isn't it? Because I always have to peel my cucumbers all winter. I don't do that in the summer at all.
No, I don't
Not when they're from my backyard.
I don't either. They're so good. And I love it. Sometimes United Way will have a place set up, and they'll have different things already made into snacks.
Nicole does a great job.
She does.
I love when we get to have her down there. First of all, she's a great cook. She makes the nicest salads. And I love
soups.
Yes.
In the winter.
Yes.
But she does make good salads.
She always has something just herbalicious. She's really good with the herbs, which I love herbs too.
Me too. Yeah, basil, my basil at home is already growing pretty big, so you probably have a lot of herbs
Yeah,
already, too.
I have a substantial herb garden. Herbs are my thing. I do better with them than I think produce, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My problem is they keep growing and growing and growing, and you got to keep cutting them back and cutting them back, and it's hard to keep doing that.
Well, if you have an overabundance, you can join us at the market.
That is true. That is true.
That would be a draw. Get your herbs from the mayor.
There you go. So, yeah, our melons are going to be at the end of the season, typically, right?
Yeah, a little later in the summer, yes. Our season extends all the way, through October.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know when
we
to
like
even
to get
say.
pumpkins there.
Yes, we do. Yeah, that is always fun. And actually, even though it's bittersweet because it's our last market of the season, our last market of the season is always my favorite because it's when we do our trick-or-treat event.
Yes.
And it's so much fun. Oh, it's just I love being a part of the market. It's such a vibrant part of our community.
It is.
And so you get to meet, well, everyone. You get to see everyone in town from all walks of life.
Right. And I just love how it's growing and growing.
It really is.
And people are bringing their homemade items, not even just food.
Yeah, it doesn't show any signs. We still continue to buck the nationwide trend. Iowa, for whatever reason, nationwide farmers markets are down. In Iowa, farmers markets are still on the rise.
We're just odd that way. We're just different.
Yes.
Unique.
In the best
That's
way
a better
possible.
Way. That's right. That's right. So this year we can look forward to maybe a few less festivals.
Yes.
Highlighting what we're known for.
Yeah. Yep. We will still have our live music, and we will still, we'll probably still do some. I really like doing scavenger hunts. I might put together a
There you go.
I especially like when the grown-ups get involved.
Oh, sure.
But, that is Theta Ugander. Those are the folks we'll have this weekend. And
Okay.
they are just incredible. And you never know how many of them will show up. Some days it's 5, some days there's 20. And they're just amazing.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
If everyone gets a chance, this Saturday they'll be playing from 9:30 or 9 to 11. So if you get a chance, definitely come check them out.
And we were talking about senior resources before we actually went on the air and how nice it is. I know that this week is the week that the senior citizens were given a few dollars of the farmers market coupons.
And we're accepting those. We had people redeeming them today. So yeah, definitely get down there and get those used up. They can only be used on produce though, nothing that's been processed.
Okay.
Because sometimes we get that question, can they be used on baked goods or honey? No. They can, honey, I don't really know why that one is, but for whatever reason.
Mainly it's for the produce.
Yes.
And I know they look forward to those all year long.
And I love that we can participate in that. It makes it's good for our farmers, it's good for our community, everybody wins.
It is. And it really helps the senior citizens get out and get down there.
Yes.
A couple times. Because typically it's $30 that they each get, which $30 for produce for a single elderly individual, that goes quite a ways.
It does.
So that's more than one trip.
It is, and it's so nice to see the seniors down there because you know that some of the people you're meeting don't have a lot of social interaction in their life, and they can stand there and visit with me all day. And well, I don't let them stand. I tell them just have a seat here on my bumper. Yeah, it's really a welcoming community.
I love that the government is doing that.
I do too.
I really do. Because I know, especially not only the seniors, but young families, when they're strapped with their food budgets being really, really tight, it's so easy to turn to processed hot dogs and macaroni and cheese.
Definitely.
Because it's cheaper. It's backwards.
It is.
Where the fresh produce and fresh fruits and vegetables are more expensive, unfortunately. So this gets them in the door.
And it gets you the best of the best, like the healthiest version of the produce you can get, because almost all, it's astonishing. A study was put out by the USDA a few years back that showed something like 73%, I want to say, of farmers market growers are growing under what would be considered organic standards. They don't have the funds to get certified because it's actually pretty costly.
They don't have the label.
Yeah, but they're doing it that way because that's what they want to eat. That's what they want to feed their family. So,
and right there fresh that day. I mean, typically, I can think of the one guy, I can't think what his name is, but I end up getting produce from him at farmer's market a lot. You probably know exactly who I'm talking about if if I could point him out to you. But he'll be like, yeah, I just picked these this morning.
Yes.
And it doesn't get much fresher than that.
No, it sure doesn't. And that's always the way it is, too. We'll have one vendor rolling in a couple minutes late because they were stuck in the field. Or,
Yeah.
which you can't complain about that.
No, not at all. And if people are growing their own tomatoes at home, they can still get tomato plants down there, right?
Absolutely,
to take home
for sure.
And plant themselves, and it's not too late.
No, it's not. We still had plants at the market tonight. Vicki Mott has a wonderful selection of heirloom tomato and pepper plants, so you can get really unique varieties.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to try her newest, well, it's not new, it's an heirloom variety. It's been around forever, but I've never had it. It's a tequila pepper.
Oh,
and
really?
It's supposed to be comparable to a serrano, she said. So
Ooh.
I really
Which
like.
are a little bit spicier than a jalapeno.
Yes. Oh, you know the Scoville index.
Yes, a little bit.
I like spice. So.
I do too.
What's your favorite pepper?
Oh, we do jalapenos a lot.
Yeah.
But I have a variety, and I like habaneros with a little something sweet with it.
Oh, you know what
Like
I made last
habanero
summer?
mango.
I made mango habanero hot sauce
yes.
last summer.
Good.
It was so good.
That sounds good.
My friend Rod Harrison, I don't know if you know him, he's a market vendor, but he also owns a farm out on Moscow Road. It's Mosquito Creek Farm.
Yes.
And he let me go out there. It was a 90-degree day, and we had a pepper picking party.
Oh,
and we
wow.
were just out in his field, just sampling every kind of hot pepper you could. And I just threw it all in my mango habanero hot sauce. It was incredible.
Oh, I bet it was.
It was really potent.
I bet it was. My cousin Beatrice's son grows every kind of pepper there is. He's down on the island. And I mean, from scorpions to all different kinds. And then as he uses them all year long, and then at the end of the year, after they're all dried, and he picks all of them and then crushes them all up and makes his own like hot pepper flakes.
Same here. It's so awesome, isn't it?
And then he brings me a baby food jar of them and put them on in everything.
Yeah,
and sometimes one bite will be super hot because it would be a little piece of
Yeah, you have to be careful. I did that with Rod's
like
peppers.
Those ghost peppers.
Yes.
Bad.
I made ghost chili chicken once, and my husband told me, no, we're not doing that one again.
That's over the edge. We like everything spicy.
Yeah,
so.
same here.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's nothing better in this whole world than fresh salsa in the summer. I make a huge Tupperware bowl like that. Full.
Yep. And we make the salsa that's fresh, like the pico de gallo.
Yes.
And then I also make one that I cook.
Do you
and can in jars.
Nice.
And then we give some of that for Christmas gifts too.
Oh, that's wonderful. I never can my salsa. We never get, I do can other things, but the salsa, they never let me get around to it.
I know. And my husband likes the small little jars like this, so one setting, he just does a whole jar.
Man, there's nothing better than all this farm fresh produce, is there?
It's perfect.
It really is.
It is perfect. We're lucky, like you said.
We sure
and all the different jellies. I love jalapeno.
Me too.
Jelly.
With raspberry. Jalapeno is my favorite.
Yep. And put it over cream cheese and crackers.
Absolutely.
Yep. There you go.
I think we have a similar palate.
I think we do too.
So dinner at your house is what I'm hearing.
Yes, that's it. That is it. Well, anything else new we can think about? The time is still the same. Can you share those with us again?
Yeah, sure. So our Saturday market is from 7:30 to 11:30 and right across from City Hall here.
Okay.
And our Tuesday market is 2:30 to 5:30 at the Muscatine Mall parking lot. We're now moved we're right adjacent to the Walgreens Pharmacy drive-up.
So you're sitting back farther than Walgreens?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're coming
like
from
in the
Park
old
Avenue.
Von Mauer parking lot. Okay.
And we have a little square lot there that we shut off traffic to, and it's actually a really nice location. I'm very pleased. Our friends at the Muscatine Mall treat us well.
That is great. That is great. And that one starts at 3?
At 2:30. Yeah, 2:30 to 5:30.
Okay.
And I get a lot of inquiries this time of year about, what can be made at the market? Can I be a vendor? I know that it can be a little intimidating to try something new.
Sure.
The answer is yes, you absolutely can be a vendor. If you make it or grow it, send me a message actually on Facebook is the best way at the Muscatine Area Farmers Market Facebook page, because I have you can do the automated responses for
Yes.
various questions.
Yes.
So I can get you real quick answers to
Okay,
any
so
questions.
just PM you on that,
Yeah.
send a message. And that's how I communicate
Yeah.
with you usually.
And we are always looking for vendors, so definitely people shouldn't hesitate to give us a call.
Tuesday or Saturday or both.
I recommend everyone start out with Saturday. It's a much
Okay.
bigger market, much better chance to see instant success.
Sure, sure.
And then if you find out that this is for you, then come on a Tuesday.
All right. Sounds great. Sounds great. Well, we are all looking forward to a wonderful year, and we need it after this awful spring.
For sure.
And troubling winter.
No more polar
So-
vortexes,
Yes.
please.
No more of that. No more flooding.
Yes.
Let's just enjoy the norm. For
Absolutely.
A while.
Well, thank
All
you again
Thank
for having
you
me
so
here. I
much
love
for
to
coming.
come on.
I appreciate it. So good to see you.
You too.
All right. Well, I have a few save the dates for you, and I mean by a few, more than a few, because we have a really busy, hot, happening summer coming up. First, I want to talk to you about this Saturday. The Lions Club breakfast is going to be happening at Salvation Army, 7 in the morning until 11 in the morning. So come on out if you would and support the Lions Club. We all know that they do great things here in our community. You just give a free will donation and all of the money helps support all of the projects that the Muscatine Lions Club does. So please, if you can come on down on Saturday, you can come eat breakfast and then you can go to the farmer's market or vice versa. Either one would work. Next, I wanted to ask you to save the date. You know, the ice cream social that they have every year at the Muscatine Arts Center is going to be up June 30th from 1 to 5. Free admission. There'll be a ton of things going on, as always. You won't want to miss this, and bring the kids and family out to that. Next, I know you've all been hearing us talk about the Almost Friday Fest, June 27th. So this is going to happen. Excuse me, my voice is still here, but it's starting to fade. It just is doing it that. So June 27th is going to be the very first Almost Friday Fest, and it's going to be on the west side of the basketball courts down on the riverfront. From 5 to 8, there's going to be a ton of things going on, and it's going to be the fourth Thursday of each month all summer long. The Tim Stop Band's going to be there in June, and you're just really going to want to come down. There's going to be so much going on. Fun stuff for the kids. There's going to be beer and wine available. There'll be some food vendors, and it'll be a lot of fun. Keep Muscatine Beautiful is putting this on. Next, Rockin' on Sycamore is coming up. Rockin' on Sycamore, I believe this is the second one that they've done. They're having Christian rock music, classic rock, all different kinds of stuff. Free admission right downtown Muscatine, starting Friday, July 12th. Saturday, July 13th will be other things as well. So that's going to be a really good weekend. I just wanted you to really save the date for that. And then, I can't believe we've already even started talking, but the Muscatine County Fair, July 17th through the 21st, ton of stuff going on. As we get closer to the event, we'll talk more about what's going to be happening on each one of the individual days. And with no further ado, I would like to welcome our second guest, Pam Collins. Pam, welcome.
Thank you.
Hey,
It's nice
thanks
to
for
be
coming.
here.
So do you call yourself the librarian?
Yeah, I do actually.
You do, okay. But you have a couple of other titles too, right? The Muscle Public Library Director.
Yes.
Okay.
The other
Couple of
ones I don't really.
The other ones,
repeat.
you don't want to do that. Don't go there, Pam. No. So you guys are in your new building. Are you all
Yes.
settled in?
We are pretty settled in. It's
Are
been
you?
a year. It's surprising how much we've adjusted to everything.
Oh, sure.
Really.
Sure. You know, I can't get over how many meetings I go to there.
I know, isn't it great?
It's like the new place for meetings.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes, we really do enjoy that. We get a lot of people in the building.
Oh,
that way.
sure. We have to have meetings upstairs, downstairs, in all the different rooms, small little rooms, big rooms. And it's really easy. What I hear people saying, it's really easy to reserve the rooms because you can do it
Yes.
online.
You can do it online. We borrowed some freeware that Davenport had adapted. And then when we had our webpage created, they did a little more adjusting and stuff. So it works really very well
yeah.
for us.
very slick for people to go
Yes.
on and do, and probably very few mistakes.
Yes, correct. We
Because
haven't really
it's all
had
done
much of
live.
that, no.
Uh-huh.
And if people don't like to do email or anything like that, they can always just call.
Oh, sure.
So,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And that's good opportunity because some people still don't want to go the computer way, but other people do everything that way.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true. And the other thing about the meetings is technically we start at 10 in the morning when we open our doors. But if people want to meet earlier, they just need to contact me. And they don't even have to do it themselves because staff knows to contact me.
Sure.
And I'm usually willing to come and let people in early.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
So, because normally you don't open until 10.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And that can be late if you want to have an early morning meeting. It can
Oh,
be,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
And that's so handy that people can do it online or they can call.
Yep.
Whatever, back to choices.
Yeah,
And
I
having
call.
more choices. Yes. You know, I find that the younger generation does more computer.
Yes.
And even like I'll ask Holly, my assistant director, I'll ask her, you know, so what are the hours of doing it? Now, I would call and she would, yep, there's where it is. Yeah, and I'm not quite there yet where
Yeah.
I automatically go there.
yeah. It is super easy. I have registered online and it is very, very easy. But I just pick up the phone and say, would you book me a room
I
here?"
know. There you go. So all of your programs are still ongoing and
Yes.
new and better and way more improved.
Yes, we have a lot more programs,
Uh-huh.
which is, it's been fun doing that. And we're
Oh, I bet.
continuing to bring out new programs. In fact, in July, we're going to start a senior series.
Oh.
So that will be really interesting, and we're going to provide transportation. So
Oh,
people
how
who are
fun.
like in the at senior what do you call it? Where's Joni?
Senior resources.
Yes. If they might be there for the day, we would help
So like in,
them have
in their
some
daycare,
transportation.
their
Yes. Yes.
days. What is
Yes.
it? They don't call it daycare.
They don't, and that's what I was
They
thinking.
don't
I know
call
they
it
don't call it
daycare.
daycare, but
Day
but
treatment, no, it's not day treatment either.
No,
That's
why
for
I can't think of
substance
what it
abuse
is either.
places. No, it's not that.
But we hope to make it available
Uh-huh.
to a range of people that haven't been able to come in.
Sure.
And then I think we'll probably, a while after that, add on some other senior programs where we don't provide transportation.
Sure. But I can think of like people at Hershey Manor. My
Yep.
mom
Yep.
is at Hershey Manor and
Yep.
and doesn't drive anymore, so transportation is always an issue there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a big issue, and it is so
It is.
important for people that age to get out and be with
is.
people, and sometimes different people than the ones they're with every single day.
Sure.
And do some different things, stretch
Yep.
a little bit, and
I think that socialization piece for seniors is really
yes,
key
yes.
in keeping them involved
I
and going
agree.
down. I mean, I know at Hershey Manor they go down and have coffee during the day, and they talked about doing away with the coffee, and they were like, no, we'll buy our own coffee then, because
Yeah.
it's so critical for them to have that
That's
networking.
true.
It really is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're so quiet.
I know.
If anyone was at our building today, we had David Casa here, and he
I
did
saw that. Yes.
2 programs, and it was so loud. It was very exciting, though. They were so excited. The kids were just thrilled, and so the seniors, they don't get quite so loud.
Although they can do their fair share of, gossiping and talking.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they know exactly what's going on
Yeah.
and when and where, but they just do it a little quieter.
Exactly.
I think you're right. I think you're right, at least for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
So what kind of things you got going on this summer?
Well, this summer we have 3 different summer reading programs.
Okay.
We have our traditional children's summer reading program.
Uh-huh.
And it's titled The Universe of Stories. A lot of the theme has to do with space.
Okay. Did you
and-
send us a flyer on that one?
I think I did. Yes,
Oh,
it's
there
right
it
up
is.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The Universe of Stories.
Exactly. Some of the different things with this one is it's going to end a little earlier than we have in the past, and then they're going to have space camp. So you can register for space camp, and it'll be divided into age groups. And space camp will be a week, and you come for about an hour, hour and a half every day that week, and do something fun.
Oh, how
So
fun
that'll
is
be
that?
a little different. Yeah, we think kids will really enjoy that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then we also have, and I have to look it up, and I excuse it.
It's all right.
I know this person's name, but you get to be my age, and
you
forget
get a lot
everything.
of things going on.
Dan Wardell will be here
Yes.
on July 24th. He's not allowed to go to every library every year. So we didn't have him last year, but he will be back, Dan Wardell from Public Television.
I was going to say, how do I know that name?
Yeah.
He's from public television.
And that is always a huge hit with families.
yeah.
And this year, we're also doing our annual 4th of July Kids Parade. It's a morning parade.
Sure.
You can have breakfast. Usually, United Way has the breakfast
at
the bank.
Yep.
And then people can wear costumes if they want. Sometimes people wear costumes. Sometimes they don't. But it's just a chance for families to have a parade.
Yep.
And it's really fun.
Who doesn't love a
really
parade?
enjoy that. So it's a lot of fun. I like to watch it.
Oh,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing that's new this year, and we think this is really a critical thing, is that we have stopped charging fines for any juvenile material. So that it doesn't matter if it's a DVD, a CD, a book, whatever. Anything that has JUV on the call number, usually in the children's room is where you'll find it. It can be checked out, and if it's a week late, if it's a day late, if it's 3 weeks late, it does not accrue fines.
How nice.
Yeah, we were finding that fines were a very big barrier to parents. They didn't want their children to have fines. They didn't want to have to worry about
because
fines.
I don't
Yes.
want to have to deal.
Exactly. So that's what was happening quite a bit. Now, if you lose the item, you still have to pay.
Sure.
But just if it's late, it's late, and we understand that. Most of us have been in that situation,
Yes.
and we don't want to penalize children and families and keep them from checking out.
Sure.
So,
And I've actually heard parents do that.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we hear that a lot.
I don't want to have to deal with that. And yep. So
You can have one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
well,
you can have one.
We'll find it.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
So we're hoping that parents loosen up a little bit.
Sure. Way to respond to
Yeah.
to what you're hearing, though.
Well, that's become a bigger thing with public libraries, and RiverShare, our consortium, decided to do it as a group. So all of the RiverShare libraries have done that.
Nice.
And I think it will make a big difference for families.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I love that share program you have. So
Yes.
when you can get it from somewhere. In fact, my daughter just used it. We went and saw Matilda,
Oh,
the
yeah.
play, when it was out at the high school,
Yeah.
and our granddaughter just loved it, and she wanted to see the show. And they went to the video show or the video place a couple times, and it was always gone. And so my daughter's like, I'm gonna go to the library. So she went to the library. Of course, she didn't have it, but we'll get it in for
Yep.
you. And then they went and picked it up a couple days ago.
That's
and
cool.
So she could watch Matilda.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, people still use that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Now, primarily when they do that, they're getting materials from Davenport and Bettendorf, and those would be the main ones. Sometimes at community colleges, depending on what they're looking for. But even if those libraries don't have it, we do have another interlibrary loan program, and we can go either through Iowa. Iowa has a network. But what we usually do is go direct through something called the OCLC, which is an international network. And it's great if it's something a little more obscure that we can't get easily within Iowa, or also when people are doing their genealogy. A lot of times you'll find there's been somebody in the family wrote a book about, part of the family early on, and we can actually get a copy of that and bring it in. So that's kind of cool. And none of those things ever cost, so.
Very good. It's a
Yeah.
huge service.
Yeah.
Just a huge service.
Yeah, and I don't want to forget this, but speaking of genealogy, the Quad City Times finally digitized the Muscatine Journal. And so we now have the Muscatine Journal You can search it on the computer. You have to be in the library. They won't let you do it remotely. But it is so much easier because we did not have an index to the paper journal. So if you're looking for your family history, you can search under the name and it'll
Instead
pull
of the old
everything up.
microfiche way that
Yeah, but even more with the
Yeah.
microfiche, if you were just looking, I mean, that took forever, but
Right.
this way you can actually identify the stories and you're not going through anything like that.
you can pull it up. How nice. You just have to be in-house to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll be a huge help to people.
Yeah, people have been really excited about it. I think Bobby said we've had it in about a month and we've had about 2,500 people using it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so it's people really want to look at it.
So they went all the way back.
Yes, they went all the way back. Now it's interesting because what they did is they took our microfilm, a lot of which was purchased by the Genealogy Society, but they took our microfilm, we had to box it up and ship it in, and then they used that to digitize it. And of course, once we got it back, we knew we were missing one roll. Sheila found the roll. So we're now sending that in separately.
Oh, okay.
And I'll add that one, but yeah.
So they'll need to add it.
Yeah.
How nice.
Yeah, we're really very, very pleased.
Oh, sure. Now you also have computers there for everybody to use.
Yes, we do. We have regular computers like people have seen before where we have kind of a little mini lab. But the other thing that we have, and we have signs up, but I think sometimes people really aren't all that aware, is we have laptops that you can check out and take anywhere in the building. So if you'd rather snuggle up in one of our really nice soft chairs or be in a little room or whatever, you can do that instead of feeling like you have to be right at that pod.
And maybe
with
a little more
everybody else.
privacy
Yep.
too.
A lot
Sure.
more privacy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, and people can make copies. They just need to pay
Yes.
for the,
Yes.
what, 5 cents a copy?
I think it's closer to 10.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other thing they can do is it's super easy now to, you're going to have to help me with the word.
It's all right.
When you take, like you have a piece of paper and you need to digitize it so you can email it. Scan it.
Yes.
We've got new scanners. We've got 3 of them. And they're on the different floors and they're super easy to use and it emails it right to your email account. And
How nice.
I used to always give all my stuff to Greg and make him scan it, but now I actually do it myself.
I'm a big proponent of scanning and shredding, and then you have an electronic copy, and you don't have to have filing cabinets after filing cabinets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been really nice in the new building too.
Sure, sure. So, any other summer programs?
Yeah, we do. We have a teen summer reading program.
Okay.
Pretty traditional, much like it's always been. About once a week, they'll have an activity. They're doing some interesting ones this year. They're doing an escape room. I don't know what the theme is, but Julie Lear is doing this, so you know it's going to be super creative.
Sure.
And like they're doing Post-it note murals. I've seen those before. They're really cool. And some different art types of things. And I have to ask exactly what this is because they're doing for a couple weeks the County Fair Book Art Project. So I want to know what that is.
I don't know. I think we have a flyer on that, don't we?
No, I don't think we do. I
On
think
the
it's
teen
just
summer?
Yeah, but that's all it
Yes.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then also, I do want to acknowledge that the children in the teen summer reading programs are sponsored by CBI Bank and Trust.
Oh, really?
And they've been our sponsor for, I think, well over 25 years.
Oh,
They
my
always sponsor
goodness.
our summer programs.
Okay.
So, yeah, that works really well.
Oh, that is nice. So the whole summer reading program
yeah.
is sponsored by them? Oh, what a wonderful
Yeah.
thing that is.
Yeah, they've always been really a really good partner.
So do they have a theme then all summer, or it's different each week?
The theme is still the space theme, and in fact,
is going to be the space theme?
Even for the adults, the theme is a universe of stories. And with the adult summer reading program, we ask you to read 6 books and list them, and then you get a $5 coupon to Hy-Vee. This is our biggest, most popular prize ever. We always do this now.
Really?
And then the other thing that they can do is we have a scavenger hunt sort of thing. It's pretty simple, But we've found a lot of people really don't know where everything is because they come in and they see a lot of new books in the children's department, and they sort of think that's mostly where everything is, which is not correct. So it's a really easy scavenger hunt, and if they complete that, they get a second Hy-Vee gift certificate for $5.
Wow.
So people will do anything for a Hy-Vee gift certificate.
Well, I know it's so easy to get blindsided or short-sighted would probably be a better way to going into the library and just going to what you know and you use.
Yeah.
Instead of really looking around and seeing all that really is there.
Especially because a lot of times people come in and they're in a little bit of a hurry. Like, I want to get my book and then I have to blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, there's not that incentive to always spend a lot of time looking around.
Right, right. And just hang.
Yeah.
But some people do.
Yes.
Some families, that's part of what they do. They go to the library.
We have some families that come almost every day. And
it's wonderful.
We love it. They might kind of be together doing things, or sometimes, you know, they'll all be doing their own thing. And we do get a lot of homeschoolers. A lot of times you see that type of thing with homeschoolers. But these other ones are ones that are in the regular school system. They just like the library, so we don't discourage that.
No, not at all. Now you're much more handicapped accessible now.
Yes, we're 100% handicap accessible, and the parking lot, everybody comments on the parking lot. It's wonderful. And I have to say, if people have not driven by at night, we have our signs up now.
Yes,
from
I saw that.
Carver Trust donated all of those signs. And
very nice.
That was very nice.
And I understand you have an outdoor movie projector.
We do. Now, we've run into a slight difficulty in that it seems like H&I, there are outlets out in the parking lot to use those things. But I think what happened is H&I started having Christmas decorations out there and then decided not to, and so some of the outlets have been turned off. So we have an electrician out to figure it out, turn them back on, and then not only that, but we have a very large portable outdoor stage. And in fact, we are hosting the second Sunday concerts.
Yes, the concert series.
Yes.
This past Sunday that just started, yes.
Now, if it rains, it'll be inside the building. If it doesn't rain, when we get those, we don't know how long it'll take to get the outlets hooked up, but it'll be outside most of the time then.
We have at our house in the back a big flower garden, and there's a plug-in that comes right up out of the middle of the ground and is just there. And I thought it didn't work when we first bought the house, and then we figured out there's one light switch in the garage that you need to, and then that makes it work. So maybe you're going to find a light switch somewhere.
That would be interesting.
And then your plug-in's going to work outside.
Well, we're hoping it isn't any big deal and they just turned them off. So
it could very well be.
Yeah.
It usually is something simple like that.
Yes. You know, buildings and grounds, they take very good care of us. So we're sure that whatever happens, they're going to be there for us.
That's right. That's right. So are you seeing a lot more people in your building now?
Yes.
Than you used to?
Yes.
Just because you can hold more?
Yes. And also when we first opened, we had a lot of people initially, and then it was like, it was more of a drought for a while, and I don't know if we, you know, the lurkers that hadn't wanted to go in yet were hanging on outside, but we are seeing many more people, yes, and it is not uncommon for us to have a day where we have 8 or 9 booked meetings.
Oh, I bet.
And then we also, you know, have the drop-in as well.
Sure.
So
That's great.
Yeah.
Great addition to our community.
Yeah.
You've done it well.
Oh, well, I think H&I did it well when they donated it. Thank you.
Anything else that we're missing?
I do have a couple other things.
Okay.
Julie Lear is going to teach a basic sign language course this summer for adults and teens. It starts on the 25th of June.
Okay.
And if people are interested, they can just stop by or call us. And then Kimmy's doing a lot with the adults. She just gave me 2 of them that she had ready, and they're the ones that are here. One, it looks like, is a night of music, and then the other one, Kimmy likes to do crafts, is a moon phase clay craft where you make a hanging, I don't even know what you would call it, a hanging thing.
Almost like the what do you call the things that go over the baby's crib?
Yes.
Mobile.
Yes.
Mobile, okay.
Now, we did something new for this one in that she asked people to sign up. We still don't charge anything.
Registration required in order to supply materials.
But
okay.
She said that she's had over 30 signups. So
that's good.
I wonder if people like the security of signing up and knowing that they'll have a spot.
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be. And when's that? Oh, July 18th. Okay. And then what was the other one?
It's a night of song with Liz Camero and Mark Hands on June 28th.
Can you put that back up? There you go. Liv Caro and Mark Hands? Hans. Which one is it?
I think you're right, Hans.
Hans. So that's going to be June 28th, and so it's a night of songs. So they'll be singing. And is it with kids, for kids, for families?
It's for adults.
For adults.
Although we wouldn't turn families away. There shouldn't be anything that is unfamily friendly with that. Yeah.
You hope, right? Well, that's fun. So that'll probably be like all the way upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys closed at all? On Sunday, are you closed Sunday evenings?
We are closed Sunday evenings.
Sunday evenings.
Yeah, but we are open 7 days a week.
Otherwise, oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
great. I
great.
think that's important though, because for a lot of people, if you work a regular, traditional 5 days a week, the weekend is the only time you have to go run errands and do things like that.
It's true.
And we have a lot of part-time people, so it's a little easier than it sounds. It's not like we're working every weekend.
So every one of you isn't working 7 days a week.
No, most library staff will work one weekend a month.
Oh, that's nice. So it gets rotated a little bit around.
Usually it's about one night, one weekend.
Okay.
So yeah, it isn't bad at all.
All right, good. And your big blue blocks, are you getting your use out of them?
Yeah,
all the kids love your big blue blocks. Where do you have them out?
We've seen adults playing with them.
I bet you have.
We don't have them out. We do and don't. They're in the big meeting room on the 3rd floor, and there are some wells that probably used to be light wells again that would light all the way down. And they're just stuffed in there right now.
Okay.
But it's the end of budget season, so we're hoping to buy some carts for them.
Oh, nice. So you're going to see what you got left.
Yeah.
On June 30th.
Well, we need to, June. Well, we'll know before then.
One would hope.
Yes.
Yeah, but that'd be nice to get some carts to wheel those around.
Yeah.
Because they really are big.
They're very big, and it's a lot of trips when you have them in your hands.
Yes. But it's perfect for you to bring them around, like to the block party and Halloween at the Y and the different things that you can get them out for.
Yeah, when we saw those, I told Betty we had to get them.
Oh, yeah. And I just remember, one of the big things I remember about them is how long it took them to get here.
Yes, because they had these mega sales, and they so oversold them, they couldn't keep ahead of production.
Yes. And we're like, okay, maybe this event. No. Maybe this one. No. Not here yet.
And then they just kept giving us more blocks.
Because they were so late, which, hey, that worked.
And they were little tiny blocks.
Yes. Yeah. But, the kids had so much fun.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun. They love those.
Yep.
They really, really enjoy those. So, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to know for summer programming?
The only other thing is, we're in the middle of our first Lena cohort.
Yes.
I think we have 14 families.
Uh-huh.
It's going very well.
Good.
This one is in English. Betty gets data every week and passes that on to the parents, and she says the data is just amazing, the gains that the families have made.
That's great. So it's a parenting program for those
it really
of you that
isn't
don't know
more of
about
a
Lena.
parenting program than a program for children, because the children can be birthed to 3.
And it teaches, and it really promotes the engagement with the parents and the children.
Did you see the video that was on, I think last week? You saw it a lot on different, I think it was on CNN and some other places, with the dad talking to his little boy.
Yes.
That is exactly what Lena teaches you, not to make up words and stuff,
Yes,
but to
have
parents have
conversations.
to engage with their children. They have to engage meaningfully with their children. That means they have to look at them. They have to have some type of exchange of, I know you're talking to me, kind of thing, even if it's a baby.
Yeah.
And that is how your brain develops and learns language. And if you miss it before you're 3, you're never going to catch up.
No.
So
Your brain has all these different time frames that it needs to do certain
Exactly.
things, and you can't go back.
Now, Betty's next class will be in Spanish, and Betty's bilingual, so she will be teaching it in Spanish. And
Exciting.
I believe they are taking names already for that one.
Good.
So that's really very exciting.
We're
too.
learning so much about the human brain and families and
Isn't
what
it
works and
interesting?
doesn't work. It's a wonder we all made it through. But,
I know.
You know,
Think of what we would have been like if
Yeah.
our parents would have known these
yeah,
things.
because we came from the time of children are to be seen and not heard, you know. So we're having to make up for that. But we are really raising healthier and stronger families.
I think so, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The Lena Project is just awesome.
It really is, and I was very pleased because they called and asked Betty to speak at the next PLA conference. Now, she'll be part of a group speaking about Lena, but I thought that was really very, it really was very affirming about how they see her role and how they think she's been doing.
So she'll be like a part of a guest panel.
Yes.
How nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're out there ahead of the game, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
We really are. Thanks to you.
Yeah.
You keep us out there. That's where we need to be.
Well, there was a group that did that, including Jody Reeby and
Yes,
Betty.
but I know you were in on that from a long time ago.
Yeah,
You've been talking about Lena for years.
We have. I think because of my leg, it was more delayed, and then the move to the new building. But I've been looking for something for a number of years that would make a solid impact on families and children, because we love Lapsit, and we do at least 4 a week, if not some weeks 6 a week. The people that go to Lapsit are usually people that are already doing a very good job at being a parent. They're there more for support. They're there more for socialization for their children. And I think that's a wonderful service, and I'm very glad we provide that. But I really wanted to do something that was really going to have a meaningful impact on Muscatine's children, and that's what Lena will do.
Yeah. I think so too. And I know you've been talking about it for years.
Yeah. You don't have to make me sound that old.
Well, I'm trying not to. Well, before you ever put the Lena name on it, I know you were looking for something.
Yes.
I mean, you and I talked about it 5-6 years ago.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm so glad it's here now and you guys just started.
I am too.
Yeah.
I'm
Everything's
really
fresh and new. And
very pleased.
That's
It
right.
is.
It is.
It feels like that. Yeah.
It
really
does.
does feel very fresh.
It really
and new.
does. It really does.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Pam, so
Thank
much
you.
for everything that you do. When you have something new and exciting, which you always do, give us a holler and come on back and
I'll do that.
and share the new stuff. And we look forward to seeing some outdoor shows.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I know. All right. Well, thank you again.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, hey, as we get ready to finish off tonight, I just wanted to let you all know, next Tuesday our guests are Rebecca Paulson with Muscatine Magazine, GMCCI, and John DeBeat with Muscatine Sister Cities is going to give us some updates. Reminder, we have an in-depth city council meeting this Thursday at 7, and the next Coffee with the Mayor is June 22nd at 9 a.m. at Happy Joe's, but we're planning something different for July, so stay tuned for some more information on that. I think we have a flyer for Coffee with the Mayor, and we what? No? Okay, well, June 22nd at 9 a.m., that's all you need to know. We'll see you there at Happy Joe's, and there we go. A little late, $1 short, whatever you want to call that. But we are so glad that you all joined us tonight. I know we were able to have some really good guests with Jennifer DeFosse and Pam Collins, and always good to hear their updates on the farmers market and Musk Public Library. Have a very good evening and a good week, and hopefully our streets are all going to be open on the riverfront here in the next couple days, and we can all get from here to there a little bit easier. Have a good evening, and thanks again, and we'll see you next week.
Our City with Mayor Diana Broderson replays on MPW Channel 9, Wednesday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. and Thursday at 7 a.m. Of course, we're live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. on Facebook. Email us at ourcity@muscatineiowa.gov.